All right. See if we can get it going, boys. All right. Let's fire up the YouTube chat. Make sure all that's working. Should be good, should be good. Time to bomb. Start off on PoE. Naturally. Start off on PoE a little bit. Get it going, get it going. I wonder if, yeah. Do that too. Do I even have that one yet? Do I have a Rage Forged yet? I don't think so. Might do that instead of the fire one. Where's me Rage Forged? We should have enough rage to let her rip. It's only 10 rage, right? I think so. Should be all right. It won't look like it, but we should have 10 rage whenever we war cry at a big mob. Gemling? No, I haven't tried Gemling yet. We'll need to, though. A Molten Blast Gemling is a build I'm interested in. But I've just been playing Warrior. But like Gemling with a mace? Yeah. That could definitely be a thing. That could definitely be a thing. What's up, Swaggy? That could definitely be a thing. We'll see. We will see. But for now, we're rocking this. And so far, so good. So far, so good. Yeah, what does this even make a difference? Let me see. It does make a difference, apparently. 2-6. Does it though? 2-5. Oh, really? That's surprising. Okay. Sure. Sure. More weapon elemental damage. Oh, that's probably not doing too much for me then, huh? If that's how that works. More weapon elemental damage instead of just the skill does more fire? Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Alright. Just pop them with it. Saw the YouTube video about me finishing Axe. Congrats. Thanks, man. Yeah, mapping's been going pretty good so far, too. It's been fun. Although we have changed things up a little bit. We've put some of the Warbringer skill set to use a little bit more than we were. I'll go over the build today. Although I am kind of curious. I may actually try Herald of Ash for a little bit. Instead of
Flame of the Forge.
Overwhelming Presence. Maybe for bosses I can keep this around. Just rock this for now. Let's use one of my little jewelers on time of need just so I don't have to constantly switch my aura either. There we go. That'll do. The primal support gem works at weapon damage. Gem explanation is weird. Yeah, okay. Either way, it looks like my perfect strike does more damage with the extra fire for some reason, so probably because it changes the amount of it does with ignite or something. I don't know. All good. I think rarity is definitely worth having, especially if you start to get to like 150%. It becomes pretty juicy. Pretty juicy. Should do a little expedition. Not yet. I think I probably want to get over level 80 for using my expedition juice anyway. All right, we gotta do some level 7 maps. We have a lot of burning ground is kind of sketch, but it might be okay. It might burn me up. Oh, we have a tower. Should we do the freebie tower? Yes. Yes. You're checking out the bodybuilding thing? Thanks, thanks. Yeah, we gotta watch out for that burnination. We'll do a little experiment on here. What's up, Rudy? What's up, dudes? I'm gonna see how Avatar of Flame feels. Avatar of Ash. If it detonates fools, could be good for that clear. Could be good. It takes like another, like half a second for me to press another shout to stun him. It's fine. Get lots of pops anyway. Blast him. Blast him. Oh, you guys are checking it out? Oh, thanks. Thank you. Yeah, we're trying to make us some gains, bros. Trying to. It's fun. We'll be competing again in May, is the plan. Your currency drop rate tanked a bit after dropping the rarity, yeah. Berserk would also be sick. I just don't really have that much rage right now, so we'll just clear a little harder. I think right now is fine. I ain't got no problem with that. A little extra clear is fine by me. Multiple essences. Oh, wow. It's kind of working, though. The Herald of Ash. Extra clear. Just blasting them. I do kind of wonder if I could start trading out some damage for just like moving down the tree for more of the survivability stuff. We'll see. But the polygraph's cool. It is, yeah, it is cool. Still enjoy the HC aspect. I like the SSF more than I like the HC aspect, but I mean the HC is fine. Oops. Yeah, the SSF part of it is a bigger deal to me, like in terms of enjoyment, but I mean, I kind of want to see how far we can go with him, you know? It's kind of cool. I get a PoE trade site. I want to check a price for item I got. So I think if just PoE trade is where it's at, right? It's got to select PoE 2, or is it actually PoE 2 trade is the website? But actually, no. Where does exclamation mark trade take you? Does that take you to the trade website on the stream? It might. +6 to all projectile skills? Yeah, that's definitely something that's pretty good. Does it have anything else on it? There you go. Yeah, sidekick or the PoE 2 like overlay. I don't have to worry about that on SSF, but yeah, it can be useful. All right, that wasn't too bad. Not too bad, not too bad. Just drop this stuff off here. Another spirit gem, cool. All right, let's see what kind of maps we can run with this. Well, first things first, chuck another precursor up in there. Quantity of waystones, that's fine. I'll take that. 3 modifiers. Well, so it probably could still be a good crafting base, right? Feel might still want that to craft on. All right, well, that's pretty much all the towers except for this one. We could even get this tower, and then there's just a whole lot of juice in that particular area. I think we'll try to save the Spidey Woods. We'll go to the Abyss. Looks good. But +6 is pretty common. Yeah, but it's still like almost mandatory, right? So some people think of it that way at least. So you could always, Samson, go ahead and get in your bait, bud. You could always, you know, just sell it as a crafting base. Worth a little something, right? Alright, here we go. Extra Az is spooky. Armored and sun build up's not that bad. Oh, but they have extra lightning too? Dang. Dang, bro. All of these are kind of spooky. That's fine. Just gotta get some more 7s. It's worth 1x? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. There may be bows like that that are in somebody's dump tab that they have everything in the dump tab priced for 1x. You can probably put that up for a little something. Again, it's just a crafting base, right? Which is not bad. Somebody still might want it, but not bad. It's slowed and stunned. Yuck. Is that what it is? Oh, they have reduced stun build up, right? Stun threshold? Yeah, they do. Okay, so it's gonna be a little harder to build up stun just by shouting at them, but we can. It's gonna have to be multiple bone shatters. See if the Herald of Ash is good, or I could put on my other shout, my other buff, and see if that helps cut through their stun threshold a bit if we wanted to stun more reliably at the expense of just a little bit of clear. I'm down to give it a try. We'll see. But you gotta be careful about those 1 Exalt dump tabs. They can kind of confuse the prices. Same thing with like the divines, right? Some people put everything in a 1 divine dump tab too, right? Which can make items seem more or less expensive than they actually are. Because the way the trade thing works is it just shows you what items are just up for sale. Whether those are priced like accurately or not is different. It doesn't actually show you like what is sold or anything like that. It just says this is what's available. This looks kind of sketchy. That is a big boy.
Take that.
That is a very big boy. Did I mess up my hammer too? Is it just that strong? That's a big dude. Big fella. We are kind of getting into some tougher map territory, I suppose. Ever so slightly. Make sure we don't get decked by these dudes. Well, there's one that tells you recently sold. Okay, that's probably more helpful, yeah. Yeah, that would be more useful. Which one's that one? Is that the sidekick? Because, yeah, seeing a recently sold one is definitely different than just what it's up for. That's cool. That would be more useful. But if you're just playing SSF, you ain't got to worry about all that anyway. We are taking some hits. Gotta watch out for that. We're doing okay. Yeah, if we can get in rhythm and just shout, and that's fine, that's good. Or just stun. That's good. Those shooty boys, those guys hurt. Gotta keep it moving. We're not quite as on the move as when we play Stampede, but kind of works still. With the leap slamming. This build is fun though. I mean, the higher tier maps and more rarity are definitely going to increase your divines. Like, I'm probably not going to see divines except for like very rarely. doing what I'm doing right now. Kind of like low level, not really super boosted rarity maps, you know? But yeah, once you start getting some rarity on your character, running higher level maps with, why is that kinda getting hit? With rarity like on your waystones, or really on your map itself. Waystones, I think you want quantity. Probably drop a few more divines that way. But just relying on divine income from just raw divine drops is kind of rough. You may need to kind of like farm items that people actually want. Like farming like good uniques. Or farming like ritual invites. Farming ritual in general. Seems pretty good for like either the King of the Mist invites or the Ingenuity belts. Doing trials for like the shield or the adorned. Like for big divine payoffs, I think it's gonna be more of that kind of situation than just like you're just looting raw divines off the floor, which are nice. But for the big ticket items, yeah. Once you need like lots of divines, you gotta do something different. Do I need divines? Not particularly, but I mean, for Trade League, you know, that's like the main currency, right? I don't really need divines too bad for this guy right now. But he's just asking like when they drop. That makes sense, John? Really don't do much stun on this guy at all, do we? Just bapping him with the perfect strikes. There's really not a lot of stunning involved. That's okay. Good to know. Good to know. Hammer was all right, but not super important. Are divines used for crafting a lot? Not yet in PoE. Not really. But divines would be useful for like if you get, you know, like remember with your ingenuity, like if you got an ingenuity and the stats weren't great on it, you could divine the ingenuity to try to get better stat rolls. That sort of thing. Just push him down the stairs. That sort of thing. You know, getting a walking pad, how effective is it for calorie burn? I mean, you probably burn more calories than sitting down. I definitely like it, though. I definitely like it. It's not primarily a calorie burning tool for me, but it is nice, yeah. Definitely can say that it is certified OP. You got a 70 belt so you could divine it? Well, you could have bought a much worse belt than this. Oh, you're saying that that's just what you have? Yeah, you could divine that and just try to get it to roll higher. Definitely, yeah. But if you were planning on divining a belt, you could have bought like a really low rolled one, right? And then just because the divine can just roll anything, right? Roll whatever is in its range, you know? Alright, back to town real quick. Get a tier 12-13s. Nice, nice. Pumping, bro, pumping. There might be a support gem that increased movement speed while war crying. Oh yeah? I mean, I can also just like, just not press it all the time. And then you kind of just keep running. Yes. But yeah, when I'm just like right on top of mobs, you can just let it rip. I don't really need the movement speed too bad at that point. Interesting. Pure evasion rating, huh? I can go in the good stuff tab. I can go in the good stuff tab too. All right. That's cool, Swaggy. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for that one. That's quality of life. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Got a little ruby as well. Thorns damage. The heck? Critical hit chance and accuracy. That's kind of a nice one though. It's kind of cool if we need accuracy. Damage pen on fire. Okay, that's kind of cool. This is definitely not the worst one we've seen. It's kind of cool. Got a few maps out of that situation too. Oh, I actually need these now. We're buffing up my boots and my chest piece. Both of those things can make some good gains. Some good quality gains right there, boys. Treadmill is definitely certified OP. Liking the Warbringer progress? Good, good. Yeah, we'll do a little build update on this guy today, I think. I don't think the Warbringer is as popular as the Titan, but I'm definitely enjoying it. I am personally digging it. I'm new of your channel. So this is currently, this guy is hardcore. I'm level 79. Indeed. But welcome, man. Come on in. Let's finish the rest of this map. XP's not looking too bad here. We can kill a couple more mobs, I think. That means that when we get into other maps, like corrupted and radiant maps, will be juicy. That'd be nice. Yeah, we're doing it, boys. We're doing it. Have you been looking for some hardcore gaming? I don't always play hardcore, but I thought I'd try it on this guy, just because I had a lot of fun with my first character and I wanted to play another warrior. But I was like, I don't know if I just want to play another softcore trade warrior. Let's do a Warbringer for sure. I thought, well, if I'm gonna do SSF, we may as well try HCSSF. So far, so good. So far, so good. Kind of a fun guy. Finding all of your own items and try not to die. It changed the game a little bit. For people who think there's not enough, like, endgame content in PoE, you could try playing HCSSF. then you'll have content forever. So whenever you die, you gotta basically start your character over, so you're doing a lot of that. Potentially. Hopefully not, but maybe. And then finding your own gear makes the progression and the journey of the character take a little longer. He's got stuff to do, but then you have the sort of faster sandbox mode of trade to kind of like just see what happens if you have access to all the craziest gear a little bit more quickly, right? It also makes it a little more of an economy game if you enjoy that. Just like building and acquiring lots of loot and resources to make a character powerful. Which is also fun. We did that the first time, and then it's like, well, let's do this. Let's do this one. Ow. Fire the mortar. The missile. This guy dead? Died of something, I'll blow up his body. Make sure he stays dead. There we go. No monsters left. A little bit more XP though. We will keep you guys posted on the Warbringer. If he does perish, we're just gonna play him in normal solo self-found, I think. Let's keep the party going, you know? Cool. That's chill. Nice. Alright, whatever. 2 maps. Good. Let's check the vendors. See if anything is cool today. Vendors are definitely kind of a big deal sometimes. Let's see. Wait, this is the same thing as last night on this one. I remember you. Wait a minute. So, they haven't rolled over yet. We gotta level up then. Wait a minute. Okay, not the worst thing ever. Definitely not the worst thing ever. That's going places. I don't really need it right now, but that's going places. Have you farmed all the gear? Yeah, so this is solo self-found, so no trading on this character. Yeah. That's right. Have to find and craft all of your own gear, yeah. It's pretty fun. We're gonna go to this tower and then we're gonna do all this stuff. It's pretty fun. It's a fun way to play. The vendors change every day, but they also change every time you level up. So that's nice too. Let's try and see what I kind of liked it with the I think I like the Herald of Ash clear, but that stun build up is prime. We don't want to overstun in this environment, though. Don't want to do that. But we might, though, if we keep doing so much damage. Boom. Explode them. Because I also just get more damage to depending on how many times I've war cried recently. Whoa! What's up with these guys? They didn't get stunned or by my thingy or something. Those guys are freaky. Every map has these little snipers in it. Freaking me out. Gotta be able to take the hits a little better than that. We do have a fair amount of block, but you gotta make sure you're not dying if you don't block, you know? So. That is important. Put that out. But cast it on me, brother. Well, glad to have you here, Dome. If you're a PoE enjoyer, that's awesome. Sort of pump us up. You're streaming on YouTube and Twitch right now, so you guys can hang out on both if you want to. Just getting our day started. We're gonna see how it goes in the PoE grind. This character and this sort of SSF project has been a lot of fun. And I do kind of like that I don't have to like constantly be trying to keep an eye on like the trades and stuff, and it's less focused on just acquiring currency and focused on just playing the game when you're on, you know? I like that. There go these pots. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But we're rolling though, boys. We got our workout done, and now we're grooving for the rest of the day on PoE. Take a break for some dinner and family time, of course, like we usually do, but gaming wise might be a PoE day. I don't know if there's, I wish there was more like defensive auras I could put on. The stun aura is sort of a defensive aura, but I don't know. Think the one-hit mace has potential? Yeah, I mean the attack speed is super nice, yeah. It really is. Just bapping fools. And I think my damage is sufficient, and eventually our damage can sort of get carried by like the bleed on the one hand. But also just the corpse explosions, right? So, and just as we gain, just the character becomes stronger, we get more damage, we can move talents out of just the generic attack damage and other stuff, right? Stampede's okay with one-handers. I just needed so we got a big old spirit chest, and so I needed I needed room in my skills for another aura, so I decided to drop Stampede. Because I like Stampede, but it is a bit redundant, right? In this situation. It's a bit redundant. Oof. I don't know how that would hit me that hard, but I didn't want to find out. Yeah, Stampede's a bit redundant, but oh well. Attack doesn't increase Stampede's damage. No, but it increased Stampede's attack speed. But yeah, strike skills are better. Yeah, strike skills do get affected by attack speed more. It's true. It's true. Rarity and lightning res. I mean, maybe. Maybe. Mana? Nope. Not anymore. I wish this ring was not evasion rating. Earth Shatter would be very good, yeah. Earth Shatter would be good. Mm-hmm. Very good with this Warcry thing. I might even eventually do Earth Shatter, like instead of Hammer the Gods. But I'm not really ready for that. Not really sure about that, but that's like an idea. But yeah, absolutely, absolutely, definitely could. All right. Scary. Donk. We get a lot of essences. Curiously enough. Curiously enough. There we go. Crypt complete. Gotta get rid of the jade thing. It's I would use it again, bro. 10% Fizz DR? I'd use that again, but it's just not what we need right now. I'd use it again, dude. That's actually kind of interesting. Check that out. It's not bad, not bad. It's good stuff. Not great, but not bad. That's a lot of regen. Not a lot of life, but interesting. Alrighty. Again. Another. That's been coming along. It's pretty fun. We are doing tier 7 maps right now. Taking the map progression a little slow. Taking it a little slow. But we're doing good. Feels good, you know? Do we want to do the Savannah or the Deserted? Probably the Deserted, I think. Bruh. Let's roll. Dude, the Jade thing, it's actually not bad. 10% physical damage DR is not bad. It's not insane, but even while leveling, yeah. They usually stay with you the whole room unless it says otherwise. Like, I know one affliction can be like, you cannot restore honor, but that gets cleared when you defeat the boss, something like that, but yeah, they usually stick with you unless it says otherwise. What the heck? I think Herald of Ash is okay. Still debating on the Sun one though. The no skill effect duration build? Yeah, we posted a video about that one early on in PoE 2. Somebody had like talked about it in chat, and I was like, oh, that sounds awesome, send me a video. And they sent me some clips of their build, and we made a video about it. It was a while ago, but I think that people are like starting to, like other people are starting to play it now, which is cool. I mean, it's not like, you know, we invented it or anything, just made a video about it. But yeah, Definitely have seen it with Earthquake and stuff, and Time of Need. Very cool. Very cool. Then Hammer, yep. Anything that has a duration, yeah. Pretty cool. Definitely. It's good quality. Like, yeah, it sounds really fun with Earthquake. Time of Need with, like, you know, big strong regen and whatever. It seems awesome, but yeah. Yeah, do we like the Herald of Ash? You know what? You can have, you just have this. Just have that. Just have that. Ooh, but not that we didn't want to get hit by it, but our Chaos Res came up by a bunch. With the boots and the shield we found yesterday, super nice. I may want to try that eventually, though. Just that does kind of sound fun. Just instant Earthquake is cool. Anything that makes Warrior feel a little snappier, I think, is nice. And that includes this Warcry thing. You can press a button and stuff happens, right? Just kind of feels nice that way. Kind of cool. Take some ES nodes along the way, yeah. Trying to rock some energy shield. ES still makes me think of Earth Shatter. Oops. Just bonking on them. I think once my Bone Shatter can have armor explosion in it. We might, I don't know. Even now, I just might want to do the stun thing. I don't want to overstun enemies, but being able to stun them just with my Warcry is pretty fun. Kind of fun. Build, so I can make a build update for you. I will today. I'm probably gonna do this grind out maybe level 80 or on the tready, and then once we sit down, we can do a little build update before the end of the day. Usually good to get those out, the videos out earlier rather than later, but it's fine. It's all good. Just keep the content rolling for you guys today on the YouTubes and Twitch, of course. But I'll do a little build update for this guy. He's a Warbringer, and we're still doing a lot of elite bone shattering, but we're also using our war cries to detonate corpses and to put like a bleed on people. So you kind of have a little bit of a versatile options in terms of how you approach these battles. But the shout itself also puts a little like stun build up on enemies, so you can kind of use it to set them up for bone shatters, which is pretty funny. Lots of Warcry speed and damage and stuff. It's pretty funny. Kind of cool. I think you see while playing? No, it's pretty comfortable, I find, but I mean, who knows? I also started off walking like pretty slowly, but you don't like have to consciously think about walking, I find. It's like a pretty passive little activity. Like you don't usually have to think about breathing, you know, until you mention it. Oh! Get off of me! Get off of me! You guys stay right in that hammer. Stay right there. This guy's strong. Dang. Good thing it aftershocked. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, sorry about that. Everybody's breathing manually now for a little while. Just focus on the flashy earth, or the flashy bone shatters. But yeah, you should use Earth Shatter with this build. Then it's just the Shattering Shout build, right? You have Earth Shatter, Bone Shatter combo. Has a cool name that way, but realistically, not really doing that. There we go. There we go, just blasting. I do like the Bone Shatter though. I like the fact that we can set up the explosions really comfortably. It's that way we're not relying on the damage of the bleed exclusively. We can kind of just go through the map and play like we normally do, but you shout before and after your attacks, and it kind of keeps your damage up. Just blasting. And eventually, as we get more HP, my shout will actually start to heal me. Right now, it's still not quite there yet. Doesn't really drain my health that bad, but it doesn't exactly make my health go up yet. But it will eventually do that. We're gonna need more HP, but it's pretty cool. Oops, canceled it, whatever. Donk. Map complete. Nice. Let me go chase down the rest of the mobs. I think we're good for now. Bone Shatter and PoE, I did before, yeah. It's a very different game. Bone Shatter in PoE 1 is... Oh, wow. Holy shit. Golly. That's a beefy helmet. What the heck? Alright, Exalts. Do your thing. Do not brick. Do some cool stuff. Crit chance. Cold res. Sure. It didn't brick. We don't really need crit chance, but... Okay. Would really love to see the crit chance is actually super awkward because without this helmet we won't have enough accuracy. But if I chaos it, it risks being really bad. It's also kind of unfortunate that armor is not very good. That's a lot of life though. Doesn't really bring me up in life. It actually brings me down in life. That's a cool item though. That is a cool item. We will have to think about that. We got to figure out what to do with that guy. That is interesting. That's a tremendous amount of armor on the helmet. The weird thing is, it's like, do I ever use that without chaosing it? Oh no. That was a big helmet. What we could do is eventually, if we find some kind of omen that lets you have chaos orbs only hit. I wonder if I should just save this too and recomb them. Anyway, things where it only hits suffixes. Maybe that's okay, but not yet. Big find though. Sorry, I think I got distracted. Bone Shatter in PoE 1 is kind of like Herald of Ice in this game. Gonna max out our Seismic Cry for Giga Warcry speed. I think I will. Got Bone Shatter going. Let's just do it, man. Let's just do it. Even more Warcry speed. That's a speedy Warcry. Okay. That Warcry is pumping. Tier 8, we don't need those yet. We're getting there. Alright. Be right back, 1 minute. I would love to have more armor on that helmet, but we lose strength. And we don't need the crit. So, not quite there yet. All right. I think we might just chaos that bad boy, because we either never use it or we try to make it half decent right now and then maybe can use it. But we have 3 chaos, so we'll find out. We'll find out if it's good or not. But I think we I don't know. We can send it. See what happens. Okay, give me rarity instead of armor. Give me strength instead of that. Give me intelligence instead of that. Okay, so it's pretty bad now. All good. Gave it a try. We got a little bit of strength. We were kind of trying to take the crit off of it. It could have been usable in its current state until before the intelligence, but we don't really even need resistances. So when it rolled baby strength, we probably could have stopped rolling it, but whatever. We'll leave it there. It still has a lot of life and a little bit of armor, so. And the rarity honestly isn't bad. So, leave it there. It ain't good, but that's the thing. We weren't really going to be able to use it anyway. Magic pack size, and only thing they have is monster resistances. Okay. Okay. Oh, we could hit the... I'm tempted to take this off the pool, though. If it's a crypt and it's got nothing going on, I kind of want to take it out. Just run the map real quick. Get out of the way. Extra damage as lightning does seem kind of scary to me, though. Not gonna lie. Kind of spooky. We could run a 6. But it's a similar situation for these 6s. Doesn't really contribute to my gains, but we could take this crypt off the map so that other things can get irradiated. That'd be good. Res is looking okay. I mean, we have 79 lightning res, but I still don't want to take extra damage as if we can avoid it. Hello? Archer, you look so cute with your hat on, buddy. Hold on a second. What was that, dude? Oh, you got McDonald's today? Oh, snap. That's awesome, man. Really? You got a sticker because you were such a good boy today? Oh, that's right. Uh-huh. Yeah. Doing too much damage. That is awesome. Good job, Archer. Congratulations on your 100 days of school. That's incredible. Yeah, he got some McDonald's today. He's a good boy. That's hype, man. Gotta burn up Chaos Orbs on some upgrades sometimes, boys. Just how it goes. Barbecue, big flex to that Prime Man pumping us up. Thank you, dude. The weird thing is I don't actually need the resistance on that helmet. It would have been cool. Resistance is nice, but yeah, I don't really need it. So rarity would be fine too. I just kind of want to get that crit off of there, because I could go resolute technique. It gave me a little bit of strength, but yeah, bummer about the big armor roll came off. Still has a lot of armor on it. All the prefixes were kind of nutty. Coming to get you. Might not want to get too attached to that particular helmet, but a lot of rarity is pretty nice, actually. Can get more of them exalts dropping, more of them chaos orbs dropping for crafting, and it also gives you a whole bunch of more juice for oh, there we go. A whole bunch more juice for dropping just better rares. So that shield may actually be an interesting shield to wear if it rolls well. Gives you a butt ton of fire res. I'm not actually really using my shield for like armor that much. Doesn't really matter how much block it has on it, so only problem is my shield right now is responsible for a nice chunk of chaos res, and I don't know if I want to let that go. Having chaos resistance is super nice. So is fire res though. We'll take a look at the shield. It does give you like max fire res too, so we would be like very safe against fire. Although the one guy who does a lot of fire, Mr. Arbiter, does not care how tanky you are. You were getting one-shotted if you mess up mechanics. He does not care. But we're not fighting Mr. Arbiter for a while, but it would make damage, extra versus fire maps a little bit less scary. We'll take a look at the shield in a minute. See what it turned into. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, the big McDonald's pump. All right. Let's see. It rolled pretty nice, yeah. Pretty nice. Max fire res, fire res on low life. Definitely is all right. I think I like this better right now, though. I think I do. So we'll just rock that for the moment. I might keep throwing chaos orbs at that helmet, though. I want it to be good. It's pretty close. Bigger strength roll. Getting that crit out of there. I could roll double rarity too. That'd be fine. That was a ton of armor though. For a minute there. We couldn't really wear it in its current state anyway though, so we had to... Gotta do something. Alright, so now we gotta go hit up the tower. So maybe run that with another 6. Or a 7, that's scary. We can see what the lightning damage felt like. It's a little spooky. We could try it though. Not really trying to just get hammered. But we'll see. It'll be a short map, so maybe we don't get completely owned. We have potential. But yeah, extra as is kind of spooky, especially if there's like those sniper like enemies here. Just kind of blast through. We do have 79% resistance though to the lightning, so this is a good place to test it out, huh? Test our capabilities. Isn't that nice how these guys just get like dotted down too? Like if you don't want to fight the big boys, you can just dot them up. And we're still blocking stuff now and then, so. All right, so lightning damage doesn't feel that bad against most of these situations. Just push these guys around. Doing Sam's rolling through. Mr. Samson. What's up, man? What you doing, dude? What's up? Okay, that doesn't feel too bad. Waystone's found the area, though. We might want to clear this place out. Need some more of them 7s. More than 50 monster, man. That could be another map. Not 100% sure how we're feeling about Herald of Ash. Get some dots on you, big fella. Have some of that. There you go. bro. Get you some dots. Yeah, if our clear is sufficient, it might just be better to use this. Don't die. Yeah, if our clear is enough, it's probably better to use the stun so that they for sure get staggered when we jump on them. You don't run into that awkward situation where they're like, yeah, hey, I'm gonna hit you now. But it is kind of awkward if they just fall over stunned instead of like being primed for stun. Ash and Icy, love it, yeah. But our AoE is like pretty good with the Bone Shatter and Infernal Cry. The stun might be a little bit more helpful. Although I do like the Herald of Ash. But we do a lot of AoE already. Make sure we get the stun off. Just detonate the world. Boom. No maps. Still more than 50 remain, huh? It's a freaking party in this map, dude. Oh, it went from Ash to Ice. Okay, I see. Yeah, no, Herald of Ice is busted for sure. Yeah. Are you using the little porky ring? Because that's definitely the strat for Herald of Ice. You fire up that little porky ring and pop off. Okay. It's not even the best base, but we can chuck it in the recom tab anyway, just for fun. 25 movement speed. Not that bad, but not that great. Okay, good to know about the damage, though. Good to know. Everything 16, just to double check, except for my war cries. This one could be rank 3. So before we do anything else, we need to make sure that we get lower, even one level lower, if we wanted to go and do that. Where are my maps going? Come back. Need those. All right, Sammy boy, let's go. Let's roll. Oh, Brandon, let's go, man. Thanks so much for that prime, dude. Big flex for you, pumping us up. You can clear massive amounts of boss ice. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's like a crazy combo for literally any build that doesn't attack. Is it just you just blow up the whole screen with Herald of Ice? Definitely. Only thing about that is maybe don't get too attached to that situation. That will probably be getting nerfed, so don't like you know, base all of your future builds on Herald of Ice, because that might not last forever. That level of clear likely gonna end up on the chopping block. Yeah, we'll see. Let's get another irradiator. Maybe just one more little irradiator. This map is kind of free, actually. I might want to run this on something that has some juice so that we can like get something out of it. Like get some more maps, maybe. Maybe run a quick crypt. It's only got 90% waystone drop, but it's kind of looking juicy. It's looking quite juicy. We've also still got a little bit of stuff up here that we could run, but I think down here is looking plump. Got a lot going on here. We could do the Hidden Grotto, actually. Try it out, man. There you go, Brandon. Do I ever do the Delirium thing? Doing answer maps? Yeah. Right now, we're doing hardcore solo self-found, so it's a little bit different. Can you hide your build if you're the top 10 hardcore playlist? I have no idea. You can, I think you can make your, I think you can just make your build, your like profile private, like no matter what though. I don't think you like have to share it if you don't want to. Yeah, we definitely can run in the area or the situation of overstunning. That's probably not what we want. Yeah, we might actually not want that. Although stunned enemies aren't killing me, so that's nice, right? So they're either stunned or primed pretty quick, so that's alright, I guess. Just kind of seeing what we like. Got your 4th Ascendance and your SSF Titan. Nice, man. What are you going with it? What's your setup? That's awesome, dude. Congrats. That's big pumps. Yeah, I think SSF is kind of likely the way I'm going to go on a lot of my characters in the future. HCSSF is interesting, but I think that, yeah, just normal SSF is probably like a good fit for how I like to play the game. HC is interesting though too, for sure. But might just do the normal one. I mean, enemies do just like, once you start killing stuff, you can just war cry and explode everybody. Why is it showing me that staff? I wonder. Like corrupted or something? Oh, did I just, is this a corrupted shrine? It is. Okay, I see. Okay. That's funny. I gotcha, I gotcha. That's exactly what it is. Is that a corrupted map? Okay. That's funny. 200 maze, 600 fizz, 3 melee skills. Nice. Can I divine it to get 4 melee skills? No, I don't think that works like that. It won't go up other like tiers. It'll just re-roll the stats within the tier. So no, I don't believe so. Don't believe so. Interesting. Can't craft on it, but I mean that's kind of interesting indeed. Just a little bonker weapon. The bosses in Trials of Sequomas are always the same, yo. They are. I'm afraid we can't keep that. That's all right. Afraid not. Okay. Nope. Straight to the salvage bench with you. I've been using this for a little while. I might just bump it up a little bit. If it's the one I'm using, I may as well increase it, right? Is that like all of my guys? No, we have 2 left. Okay. Okay, okay. Let's keep it going.
Tempered by flame.
Yeah, I think the overstunning is actually maybe not that good. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see. Kind of some interesting stuff in here, perhaps. Not yet. That's a lot of armor, but yeah, not yet. Yeah, I think the... I want to like the stun thing, but I don't think it's necessary. Most of the time. You know what we could do? We could put Berserk. I wish Berserk gave you like some small way of generating rage. Because my rage generation is not great. Whoa there, partners! Kind of pinned me there into a lot of electricity. That hurt. 79% fire, or lightning res too. Ouch. Ouch. One thing I don't love about Berserk, though, it does drain your health a little bit. It just wouldn't be that good. Avatar of Ash is only really helpful from Bone Shatter anyway. Doesn't actually like do damage with the pops, I don't think. It's kind of weird. I'm also concerned this flask is like trying to drain my health at the same time as heal myself. Like I feel like it should just be only going up, right? Or going up a lot faster even, but maybe I notice it more when I'm low health. Sam? What? No, boy. You trying to say you're sorry for biting my cords? Yeah, just don't do it anymore. You're alright. Yeah, just don't do it anymore. I'm gonna have to go get Jenny to come get you. Jenny, can you come get this boy? Trying to stomp his daddy. He's trying to beat on me. He's trying to tell me he's sorry for biting my cords. Just quit doing it. You better quit doing it, boy. I like that we're getting some key 9 waste stones, though. Someone's dropping me some stuff. Dropping me some games. I like that. That's what we need right there. 301 or 331 breach splitters from one map. That's juicy. That's a big breacher. That's a big breacher. That's gains, baby. You gonna go fight the breach guy? Do it. Do it. Go light him up. Take a look at the expert steel plates. I will. Or bar of soap on the wires? Yeah, we gotta do something. Yeah. I like that idea too. Bar of soap on them wires. Make it just a little bit too bitter. Yeah, Samson loves those threaded cords. It's not good. That is an idea though. You hear that, Jenny? One of the ideas to get him to quit doing that is rubbing bar soap on the cords. Like that kind of, it's like there's not any like water involved, so like spraying. Yeah, that might work. It's a good idea. And that won't make him sick, I don't think. If he just tastes it, he just won't like it. Ew, yeah. I'm gonna bite through it. I don't care. I think the stun was definitely my best bet for now. Boom. Keep it moving though. Some close quarters battling going on right now. I'll stay out of that LE weakness thing. There we go. Battled through. Oh, I don't want that. I want that. Give me that scrap. Boom. Put on that little chesty piece that we got going. That's what I want. Samuel, he's a good boy, but he needs to quit biting cords. That's bad behavior. Can't. Oh, I gotta go back to town, huh? Just like that. All right. Sammy boy, cut it out. Yeah, I don't think he will eat enough to make himself sick. I certainly hope not. He just likes to chew on them. That's, I mean, that's an okay armor. Is it expert? Nah. Won't be keeping it then. Don't think so. Look at that face. He's innocent. That's good that Samson's got some homies in the chat. That's very important. Some people got his back. He is a cord biter. Gotta keep eye on him, don't we, Archer? Look at this. Some ritual gains, man. Oh my goodness. That's a pretty cool precursor to get. Ritual. Not mana regen. Yeah, maybe we don't do this one. Not mana regen. We're done with 7s too, aren't we? Yeah, I think we are. Them 9s all over the place though. What the heck, man? We're not running those yet, but we do have a couple now when we want to. I'm kind of running them fairly safe. Extra is cold. Okay. Gotta get some more HP. It's funny because the helmet that we were kind of excited about didn't have it really more HP on it. It just had potential. This wasn't a fix yet. What debuff do I have in me right now? I'm hindered. You guys will get stun built up eventually, man. And when you do, what are those? And when you do, gonna get exploded. Gonna get bone shattered. But yeah, Rudy, sounds like you're putting in some big breaches. The build's coming along nicely. That's good, man. That's good. Hopefully the Titan the Titan build updates and guides and whatnot are still helping out. Even if we're rocking some Warbringer now. Hope so. With my mouse, I do, yeah. I just still feel comfortable with mouse movement. Just kind of feels good still. And we never really pull that much rage because my shout both generates and consumes rage, so it just doesn't really get that much. So Berserk wouldn't really be giving me all that much. But I don't know, even like 4% damage might help. Maybe a little bit more even. This shrine gives you a rarity. In PoE 1, this shrine makes you take more damage too, though. But let's see. Is this rarity and XP, though? That's cool. Oh. Pop, pop, pop. Whoa, now. Hit me all that hard now. Have to give it to you. Don't do that. I have to give it to you. We can even get those guys stun built up with or magic mobs. That's a juicy pop. Thumpers. All right, what do we got here, boys? Anything worth? I don't think so. Got a lot of tribute, may as well reroll. Reroll just a one time, at least. Still not liking the looks of any of this, really. Take the mats, I suppose. Fizz dam and leech his life, though. That's kind of something. Maybe. Its base dam is kind of low. All right. Still got more rares to kill, though, man. Yeah, the crafting is just not really filled out at this point in PoE, but it's all right. It's just ground loot and exalt. You know, you can do some crafting, but it's very expensive, and it's probably not really going to happen in SSF. You need like omens to do it. It's just not very filled out. Not yet. But they're leaving lots of room for crafting, right? Just the beginning. Just the beginning. No biggie. I'm still enjoying what we got right now. A lot, if you couldn't tell. Lightning storms. Gotta deal with it. Light them up. A little more AoE on this would not be bad at all. On this character in general. Push the maps of this build and then make a... We can start a new build? Yeah, go for it, man. Just see like kind of what feels... Or how it feels in maps and stuff. Makes sense. Makes sense. Obern's Bastion. What the heck are these? Anything without movement speed is like, what the heck are you doing? Alright. BB on sec. 10% XP. With 8 breaches, that's nice. Alright. Yeah, we're not using those bad boys. No way. But if for mental health, yeah, I'm not like constantly like checking on the, you know, prices and stuff, yeah. You finished the breach trade? Nice, so you're able to take out Zesht and stuff? That's awesome, man. You're pumping, dude. Dropping hammers on Zesht, huh? Way to work. Way to work. Do we want this thing? I don't think so. Worth a regal, but that's about it. There we go. Overwhelming presence to 16? Or try Berserk? I mean, it would give me more damage, right? So even when we have those, like the tiniest little bit of rage, I could try it. I don't think we're gonna like it that much, but we could try it. See how it feels. We really just don't get that much rage. The stun thing kind of helps me all the time. I like Overwhelming Presence a lot. I'm just gonna give it a try. Yeah, Simulacrum's tough. You got it, though. You got it, bro. I only need T7 maps still. Okay. All right, all right. This might be my last T7. Is it done? Okay, no, we have one more then. Okay, that's fine. That's chill. Probably could even get the T7 done in one of those towers if we wanted to. I would like maybe just like a little bit of rage on hit would be sick. I don't really want to put those talents in, but yeah, I mean. Could do it, man. Could do it. If I Infernal Cry more, we will have more rage. We degen a little bit of health, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. And plus, that's another way to buff my bleed damage.
A rarity and all mine.
Cool. That's pretty juicy. I want to see the rest of these mobs. Get all of that XP, soak it in. Maybe more up there, maybe more over here. Take point, yeah. Just to get one rage on hit, yeah. We might. I might just, yo, Primo's on, let's go, man. Pumping us up. 13 months and counting. What's up, dude? Looking good, man. Welcome back, brother. Brother. Yeah, did you give him food?
I gave him bird seed.
Yeah, they were going nuts yesterday. Could you hear them out the window? Yeah, they were pumped. I was like, what is going on out there? They were just hype. Hype for that little birdie seed. They're having big time hype over there. Alright, we got another Chaos Orb. What do you guys think? Boom! Huh? Oh, wow, it rolled a hybrid life and armor? Instead of normal armor? Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Well, that's it. Okay. That's even better. Lots of armor, I think. Now we really need to fix those suffixes. No death, playthrough Terminator. You love that game, don't you? Terminator Resistance. For Bone Shatter, right now I have Impact Shockwave, Devastate, and AoE. Alright, let's see what we got. Right, extra lightning and armored. And the mob's stun. I think I'm just gonna go take this one to the tower and just... Oh, we can't yet. We have to run... That's right, we have to do one more. Okay, well... Let's go to the caverns. We could get the augury done, but we have a little bit more room to maneuver in the caverns. You do love that game. I'll have to watch some gameplay of it sometime. See like what the deal with it is. I think you showed me like what it looks like before, but I'll have to look at some gameplay. Need to munch. Alright, so these guys have stun build up, they're armored, and they do extra damage as lightning. And there's hags? Are you kidding me? There's 2 different kinds of hags in here. Bruh. Testing me. You know what, hags? I'm gonna just shout at you. Just yell at them into submission. I think Overwhelming Presence is just always good. Where Berserk is like sometimes good. Berserk was on though, right? I wasn't even on. Oh, hold on. Well, it's the same thing. Like I just don't have that much rage all the time. But if we're leaping in and popping off, you know, have a little bit of rage. You know, we would have a lot more rage if I took off this this thing where it empowers my next attack. We'd have a lot more rage. I could try it out. I mean, empowering my Bone Shatter is cool and all, but where is she? Like if we did this, we probably have a lot more rage. Yeah. Wish we healed up off of her guys. Cheater. Ugh. Disgusting creature. And we could get a lot more rage this way. I think this is probably worth. We're not consuming it to make my next attack hit harder, but this'll be more just rage in general. Should be good. As long as Bone Shatter still hits hard, should be okay. Should be alright. That's good. There's a new RoboCop game that's popping off now. Awesome. Yeah, we can get like max rage in like an instant. Yeah, we can just run around with a billion rage if we wanted to. Oh. Let's see with the teleport. Break. Yeah, we can definitely rock some rage. If we pick the rage, like some more rage talents, it could be really cool. I don't know if I really have room in my talents to do it though. We need to get over to some different nodes. I mean, I'm just trying to stay moving here. I don't know where them hags that could be anywhere. I'm also degenning health off the Berserk, which I don't like that about Berserk. That makes me a little bit nervous. So any other degens combined with rage just like stack up like crazy. Sucks. Like poison or lack of regen just starts to just rip my health down. So it's not as safe, but I don't know. I like the idea of rage. The thing is, I could just run. I do the same thing without this combo. Like I don't have to run Berserk to get the real juice out of rage anyway. We can still get a bunch of just extra damage. But this one makes it like you're getting like 45% more damage when you're all raged up instead of just a measly 30. A little bit of rage on hit would be nice as well. Big Warcry speed. I think it buffs Warcry speed too, right? I still think Overwhelming Presence is our best overall bet. Just for the whole picture. I think the development that we take out the like the kind of raging empowered cry thing for right now is good. You can put that back in for bosses, but for just like mapping, I think you kind of want to be able to build up like a full rage bar. Dude, I'm like missing my perfect strike because of all the attack speed. There we go. Not used to that timing. But it gives me a pretty safe way of priming for stun, right? Like, leaping into stuff is nice. And priming it that way is fine, but yeah, it's a little bit riskier. At least the drowning orbs go away when you kill them, right? Which makes sense, it should be that way. But yeah, sometimes maybe not, huh? Because I get life leech from Berserk, but I don't know, I don't really need it. Yeah. It's all good. Yeah, if you leech a ton, maybe, but I'm not really leeching off of most of what I'm doing anyway. I think Berserk is cool, but I don't really want to use it the way we have it right now. Let's go throw a hammer at you. I don't feel like walking over to your explosion. Your explosion radius. Because as the maps get sketchier and like we're going into challenging stuff, we're gonna need like some safety. I think that safety kind of comes from being able to take fights a bunch of different ways and approach from ranged and try to juice up a stun somehow, right? Well, that's what we're kind of doing now. Bonk.
No more room.
All right. So now we get to get up into them T8 maps. Oh boy. Oh boy. Getting some more XP. Maybe we got to get some better loot too. Yeah, HCSSF continues to go pretty well. Now we're just gonna start cracking into some tier 8 maps and see how that goes. But so far, what we've been doing with the character is working. Yeah, this map with hags in it though. Get the heck out of here. How come we didn't want to play a different class build? Well, we are. We're playing a Warbringer, which is the different ascendancy for Warrior, but why do I still want to play Warrior? I like Warrior. I like Warrior more than anything else, so I wanted to kind of see what the rest of the Warrior kit would be like. So we got to here, and I don't mind more precursor effect, but we could also do something just like general rarity and stuff. That might be worth. I like them both a lot, but I'm having fun with this character too, for sure. Yeah, we don't want that right now. Don't want that one. I might just do the precursor still. Precursors are pretty chill and safe for the most part right now. But we could eventually start to go to here. Might be a good time to do it, really. Just more rarity. And the next time we go to quantity of waystones. And down here, boom, boom, and then we go boom, boom for just more quant rarity. That could be good. Essence nodes can be considered SSF? Yeah, essences, they're okay. I'm not really super impressed with essences, but I think you're right. Definitely worth consideration. I think you're right. Not in love with them, but yeah. Definitely could be something. Actually, are any of these quality? No. This is, though. I'll take that. Alright, boys. Alright. Time to ascend. Yeah, Enraged Warcry, it is nice against bosses, so I could keep it in my bag, but... I don't know. I think without Berserk, I could just use the dang thing, too. And that's fine. Okay, so... T8 maps, huh? What the heck? What the heck? Extra damage is cold. I might run that just in the, while we're running to the tower. Ooh, we're gonna be higher level too. Please don't kill me. Again, if we die, we're just taking everything we own and just going to SSF, so hopefully we'll be okay, but yeah. See about it, huh?
Tower.
I'm not taking our whole stash, but I don't have anything that's that important in the stash, really. You gotta redo your Atlas progression, though, so gotta keep that in mind. Do I have like a weird stun build up against these guys? I think they have a higher threshold. So they're actually, okay, we're not overstunning, they're actually understunning. I think. Did I? Okay, I'm about to say, like, did I get Burning Ground in this map? I don't think so. Just one mob did it. Having heaps of fun, JD? Good, man. Yeah, this game is crazy fun. Crazy good. Uh-oh. There we go. Crazy fun. I'm glad you're digging it too. Monk is a really powerful class as well. So you picked a good one. What's up, Milorod? Appreciate you swinging by, saying hi. I hit that stream and thumbs up for me here. Let me actually pop the YouTube stream link on here, on Twitch. What were you linking there, Zeka? There you go. Can pump that bad boy up over there. That'd be sweet. Here we go. What does cross promote this bad boy if you guys want to? Come chill. But thankfully we have the chats on both so everybody can kind of hang out. The communities are united. All right. That was Fury of Arms. Oh yeah, we love that. We love them Fury of Arms vids. We are all the way up to 20 now. Isn't that crazy? Fury of Arms number 20 is our most recent one. Dude! That was scary. The Bone Shatter didn't like stun that guy. The stun built threshold is actually kind of a problem. That guy almost popped me. These guys can one-shot you. I'm glad that we lived though. That's good. Sketchy, but we tanked it. Good to know. Tanking, being able to tank one-shots is important. We're damage testing there. Damage testing. Gotta find out somehow. Gotta find out somehow. A little spooky though. In the challenge street, yeah, I tried to change it up a little bit so that I could read it better. Just like adjust the font and stuff. Because I like the fact that we have the chat combined, but just with the way I had it, it was just hard to read. So I just found myself that I wasn't able to read it as well. Sent the Fury of Arms link? Yeah, that's awesome, huh? Yeah, sorry, the bot just times people out instantly if they link. They're not like a sub or a mod. Just to protect the chat from like weird links or bots or whatever, you know. You're good though. Hey! No! Uh-oh. Stream didn't crash, right? Uh-oh. Surely it DCs me immediately and we survive. I jumped in there, so I have my heal. We're still in hardcore SSF league. This is good. Yeah, that was a game crash. We're in the hideout. We should be fine. All right, we're good. We're good. It is very nice that the game kind of like pulls you out of the map if you DC fast. That's a ton of added flat fizz, and actually kind of a fair amount of added fire too. It's interesting. That is very interesting. Don't feel like dying. That'd definitely be good to not perish. That'd be ideal. Okay. Hey! That's got a little something going on there. Don't want the reduced attribute requirements, but it's actually pretty bad, isn't it? That's okay. We hadn't seen an expert plated mace yet though, so that's cool. We've seen a lot of these slim maces, but not the big one. You can set up a Hammer of the Gods two-handed weapon. Yeah, we could, for sure. For sure. Although, to be fair, I'm mostly just bonking fools with a Perfect Strike for bossing, which is okay. It's okay. Okay, back to work. But yeah, you could. Especially with like a Bleeder Ignite. Oh, it reset the whole map? Oh, interesting. Not really. Just, I guess this can happen sometimes if you crash. Somebody said that this happens to them every time they go back to their base. I wonder if they're going back to their base by exiting out of the game or something, I don't know.
No chance.
Yeah, you don't want to DC with them big mamas around. Catch you slipping with one of those chaos explosion mortar things. Definitely no bueno. Ow. Ow. Uh-oh. Archer, I love you, buddy. You're such a good boy, and I'm so happy to be your daddy. You knocking out your homework with mommy, or you're all done? Oh, fun, okay. I got a little bit more gaming to do. A little bit more gains to make. And it'll be boy time. Popped them. Those guys ran at me fast. See how fast those little doggies were? Oh my gosh.
No chance.
Splat. More waste stones. Lovely. It works. Stacking bleeds and stunning them, kind of keeping them at a distance. Nice little defensive tool there. Just back off the little mobs, man. Yeah, we don't have this build up on a command yet. I will probably do it, like once we're done with the tready. Maybe try to get level 80. And then we'll do a build update. I don't know, actually I don't know if we're getting level 80 before I do the build update. Just judging by the pace of it all, but we'll see. We are in a T8 map, so pace might pick up a little bit, but yeah. I think we'll do a little build update for this guy here pretty soon. Because I think we're kind of getting to an idea of, one, where we're at, and two, where we're headed. I got a little bit of a plan, I think. Definitely down to show it to you guys, if you're interested. Alright. We got a couple T8s there. I don't really know if this guy even really needs the Hammer of the Gods setup. We'll see. Never really a bad idea, though. Just 33% increased monster damage is kind of, kind of sketch. Maybe. All right, what are we chucking in there? We can mess around and do a ritual one if we're feeling crazy. How many irradiators do we have in this zone? Mess around and do a ritual. I do see a couple rituals already. We have to do a ritual to get to the other one, so maybe I'll just do the irradiator here. Looks like there's a couple maps that need to be irradiated more than ritual, but that's okay. Hang on to this guy for later. What kind of irradiators do we got? Rares have a chance to have additional modifier. Let's just do the quant. Shrine and quant combo. This one is kind of starting to get into that, moving into the next area territory. I just gave it all to these. Okay, all right, that's fine. All right, now we're gonna go back. Start soaking up some of this good stuff. We don't have any corrupted irradiated immediately in the zone. Oh, we have this guy. He's kind of far off though. I want to start getting after all of this right here. This is looking nice. It's looking, oh, that's looking real nice right there. Alright, they can poison and they have stun threshold, but should be okay. The Sulfuric Caverns. Always ready for a build update? Good, good. Yeah, I think people were, like, the Titan updates were doing way better. Oh, this is delirious, too. I gotta watch out then. I think maybe because Titan's more popular of a class? I'm not sure. Omniphobia is here somewhere. Oh, boy. It'll be our first battle with him. They're taking some damn. He's not usually all that scary, but he could be scary to a new character. Especially these guys are like not dying. Sketch. I would like to find him though. Could be a sketchy fight though. Where's he at? Another weird thing about the delirium guys, I keep mentioning it, but they don't have corpses. They don't leave corpses. So you can't like corpse explode them. Kind of a big deal. Oh no. I pulled him out. Thought he was gonna stay stunned for a little longer. A little sketchy. Yeah, I don't think we need to push it. I think we're kind of okay, but we don't need to push it.
Fortune favors.
Let's see. Can we keep it going just for fun? Looks like Omniphobia was actually back there, though, so... Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get 4, so no biggie. We can anoint for a nice block and life gain on block node, though. That's not very expensive. I think that's what I'll do. Not yet, though, because we still... Like, I randomly enchanted for an accuracy one just because I had the stuff for it. I was like, well, let me just get something on my necklace. But that accuracy is, I think, still kind of important. But eventually I'll probably just drop the accuracy off my helmet if we find a good helmet. Or that, and then we'll go Resolute Technique and we won't need any of the accuracy. It'll be fine. How long did it take you to figure out the timing for Perfect Strike? I mean, I probably still miss it sometimes. Just gotta get the feel for it. Like, right when it's gonna light up, you want to let it rip. You have like a small little window to let it rip. Yeah, I probably still mess it up sometimes. Boom, boom. It is nice though. It's very good for leveling. And then it continues to be good even now for bossing. Like my character doesn't do, I don't think, that much single target, but Perfect Strike kind of solves that, right? Just pops fools. Yeah, Kushi, we're still holding strong, man, for now. How you doing, man? Getting back to work a little bit? These maps are making me wonder, though, how much longer gonna be in HC. We're hanging in, though, dude. I mean, in that situation, we can just Warcry. It's not really what I want to do, but if like we don't really have like a safe opening, I mean, they will get toasted up by that that corrupting cry. They'll get toasted. These guys are a freaking problem. I gotta go. I gotta go. The snipey guys are crazy strong. Like, I feel like I should be okay against them because I have like decent like armor, but yeah. No indeed. No indeed. They're still scary. They only hit me for like half my life instead of all my life, but you don't want to be getting hit for half your life too many times in a row. And my block it exists, but I'm not trying to rely on it too heavily. Gotta do a lot of running around right now. That's okay. There was a long time where Like when I was getting into some tough maps on my first character, I was like just taking maps super slow and like sitting back and just sundering from like a mile away. Like just killing mobs off screen, just like a couple sunders at a time. So this character is gonna have a similar situation, I think, where he can take some sketchy situations like pretty slow, right? Pretty fun though. Thanks, Corey. My loot filter is just from Neversink. Folks on working family, you got to. You got to. That makes sense to me, man. Good to see you in the stream, though. All right. Famous people didn't know what to do. Yeah, we're kind of figuring out as we go, but I appreciate you watching, Rudy. But you're talking about just like the videos. Yeah, I think PoE is losing a little bit of steam. You know, you know it's going to, and you've kind of seen it already happening, but I think I still just love the game a little bit too much to not be jamming on it at the moment. So I'm just a little bit too much fun. And I've been saying the same thing for a while, so tells you how much I like it. Keeping on hammering it. That was actually really productive for XP though, this map. Look at that. These 8s might be pretty juicy. I like that. I like it, I like it. Do need them gains, man. Do need them gains. Okay. I don't think we need to keep this. We could keep it as a base, but I don't think so. It's an advanced one. Yeah, I don't know how that got in my inventory. Look at them T10s, though. Woo! Get up there now, man. Getting up there. Big Daddy maps. Getting some more 8s, which is what we're actually on right now. Whoa, where did that one go? 6? Okay, that's fine. Those gonna just get clicked in. Getting part of the game is crazy. Why I went SSF? Yeah, I do like the sort of just finding your own gear natty, you know? I do kind of like that. Don't have to worry about like keeping an eye out for all these trades and that, so you know you can whisper somebody as soon as something pops up, and it just takes a lot of like the fussery out of the game. Like the trade stuff is okay, and I didn't mind like doing it, but I can see the positives and negatives of like both, you know, styles and strategies. And I think this is a good fit overall for like the long term. I don't think I'm always gonna do HC, but I think SSF is like kind of fun to do, especially if you're willing to put in a lot of time into the game. The one downside is that people aren't watching like a Giga Juice character running like crazy maps, getting like thousands of divines all the time. A little bit slower of a pace, and people might not like that as much, but I think it's kind of fun. Those guys chunk me. And again, I feel like I have some armor. Just dang near one-shot you with their little attack. But like a lot of mobs in PoE 2, like you're supposed to be able to see their wind up and then avoid it, right? So come on, boy. What if you find an insane item for your class? Does it need? Can't sell it? Yeah, so you can just either hold it for a character that you want to make later, or you just hide it in your loot filter. You never saw it in the first place. You know. But no, if it's a rare or whatever, you probably show rares. But yeah, you just hold on to it and you say, all right, cool. So if I ever wanted to make a character that can use this, I have an insane weapon to build around for them, right? So that's more like you're progressing your whole like just roster of characters if you happen to care about that. Just hang on to it, you know. But yeah, like you're saying, it is a slower grind, right? That can be kind of fun though. There are definitely like advantages for trade in terms of like how fast you can power up a character though. 100%. That's what trade is good for. Is if you want to play PoE as like full sandbox mode, right? Where you just want to just take a character to the max as fast as you can. But I don't mind like a little bit of a slower progression for now at least. But there would probably become a time where I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of annoyed with how slow SSF is, and I'd like to just make a character and pop off. You know, even on this character, like if he dies and I'm like, okay, we did SSF for a little while. Let's just go to Trade League, get him a Svalin, and just go nuts, right? And see what he can do. And either one makes sense to me. Oops, didn't drop that. Didn't pre-drop it, it's alright. We got him, we got him. You die, you or hit a wall, you know? You can always just crank it up a notch if you wanted to. But you got options, and that's one of the things that's cool with the game. You can play it all kind of different ways. Those bleeds do tick eventually. They start popping. They start popping. Whether it be bone shatter or the bleed stings them down. If they die, then they're gonna pop their allies. This map does have reduced enemy stun build up though, and you can feel it. That guy gave me a ton of loot, just a beyond mob, nice. Thanks, dude. Boosh. Hey. Boosh. Okie dokie, we still have a bunch of rares in here too, what the heck? Logging into PoE to, from your office using the remote. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of stuff that I don't want to be doing. That is hurting my overall, like, productivity, my life. You know what I mean? I respect it and understand it, like I do. I get it. It's just, that's not what I want to be doing. You can waste so much time that way. But when I was, like, trying to push a character, to have a strong character to show off, which helps grow my YouTube content and Twitch content, that's worth it, for sure, I guess. But that's what I'm doing right now. Can you cats get off my desk? Samson and Lily, it's a team effort right now. They're so silly. Funny kitties, man. Goober cats. So that might be part of, like, might be a mistake to not have like a Giga Juice character to just show off like how powerful you are, but at the same time I do kind of enjoy this style. It's more about the story of the character at this point. But I'm down to see both. I'm down to explore both sides of PoE, you know? See how it goes. Are you allowed to leave the trial segments between floors? Yeah, you can. It'll just bring you back. You can't like teleport back with a portal though. You have to like wait, like, you know, use the waystone kind of thingy, like this guy, the waypoint system to do it. But yeah, you can. Surely can. Wait, what? Okay. What to say? I was like, no, I want that. I want to scrap it is what I want to do. Chuck some more of those on my new armor. Got that chest piece yesterday. It's pretty juicy. Don't want none of that mana. No thanks. Okay, we're stacking up. Wait, that's a tier 11. Oh, dang, dude. Watch out now. That's huge gains. As long as we can survive. This one's kind of like a little bit sketchy. Yeah, so the treadmill command only works on Twitch. But you can come over to Twitch and hit it if you want to. All right. And don't forget to drop your Prime sub while you're here. Pump up them PoE streams, baby. Keep them rolling. That's the dream. So far, so good. It's been a fun ride. I definitely want to keep PoE as a part of my content. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. We have to fight a boss in here too. Okay. All right, all right. Okay, okay. No, indeed. Not from the meat and muscle. Oh.
In the right hands, this could forge something truly exceptional.
Of the Warbringer warrior. We could still be using Earth Shatter to kind of start the explosion party. I just think I still like Bone Shatter. I like Bone Shatter because it also breaks armor, so we get the armor buff. It's nice. The big boss, yep. The double boss action. Could keep the AoE on, but we'll roll with this. All right, here we go.
Take that!
Oops. Make sure we actually land the hit here. You know what? I'm playing around, dude. I'm just gonna hammer him. There we go. Quit playing around. Oh, those guys. Let's give them a good bonkening. All right, level 80 as well. Beautiful, beautiful. That was kind of a big map. It gave us a lot of XP, it felt like. The treadmill? No, this one feels pretty chill. Yeah. Not real herky-jerky. Okay. Not bad at all. All right. Interesting map, though. Bit of a battle. A bit of a battle. We got him, though. All right. Where do we put this last little talent point? I think I really might start just working towards either filling out my strength or start going down here. I think we do one more point in strength, though. One more point in strength. Fill out that strength wheel. Not bad at all. A little bit more HP would be nice. Got me some T11s, probably because the mobs were +2, huh? That'll do it, All right, let me BRB. Then we can sit down and have a little chat about this build, I guess, huh? BRB. Have a little chat. down this traded mail. We'll get ready to have a little chat about this here build we've been playing. Now that we are level 80, pretty cool. Which weapon size to aim for this build? Like the usual. Percent fizz, flat fizz, attack speed, plus skills, strength. All that. The usual stuff. I'll tell you about it right now, though. We can talk about it right now, as a matter of fact. We might want to... I don't know if I have time to run a map, but... we can at least talk about the build itself. Temp chains. What else can we get out of this? This batch. I'll roll some maps just in case, you know. Also, evasive, that's kind of annoying. Poison on hit is not that bad. Temp chains, I think, would be also fine, but it's just kind of like annoying to show off the build. If you're temp chains, it's like doesn't really play the same. Poison's alright. Alright. Here we go. Alright, dudes. Got another build update for you guys. This time, it's going to be specifically about a new character we've been playing. I mean, if you guys have been paying attention to the videos and stuff, you probably would have already seen this guy's hardcore, which is, you know, 1 life. Solo self-found, which is no trading or grouping or anything like that. Go to deaths here. He's got 0 deaths currently. Can happen anytime. But this guy is a Warbringer. And in general, Titan is awesome. I love Titan. But I wanted to try out the other Ascendancy and make like a little bit of like a leveling guide. And so what we ended up doing was playing a Warbringer and leveled him up hardcore solo self-found just to see how it went, and it's been fun. We are now level 80, and we're doing pretty good. We're pumping. If at any time this guy could just get sent to normal solo self-found, and I'd probably keep playing him for a little while at least. But so far so good. I'd like to show you guys what I've been doing. But yeah, in general, to start the discussion, Warbringer or Titan? Titan is very versatile. If you're not really sure what you want to do with your skills or your build, or you want to do some weird stuff, Titan is probably really good for that because it just gives you more health, gives you more armor, and it gives you 50% extra like small passives, and that pretty much works for anybody. Warbringer does a couple things particularly well. Warbringer is good at armor break stuff, it's good at totem stuff, it's good at block, and it's good at Warcry stuff. And we're making use of a couple of those things right now. So first thing for our Ascendancy, it lets you use any shield regardless of what its block chance is, and give that shield a 40% base chance to block. And then later on, if you can deal with the 35% less block chance, and this isn't just whatever your block chance is minus 35, it's trying to pulls your whole block chance down by 35% less. So that's pretty rough. But if you can get enough of it, and maybe this special shield called the Svalin, then you can benefit from the other thing that it does, which is block damage from all hits while shield is not raised. So it allows you to block slams, which are pretty cool. Lets you block AoE hits, which is wild. So that's really powerful defense, but it comes at a big cost. It's kind of like acrobatics. It's block acrobatics. But another thing that we're doing right now is, although we leveled up and we used a little bit of armor break, we even used a little bit of the Jade Heritage, which is like just basically it gives you like a ice block with a health bar on it. I don't like that, but I do like the fact that it gave me 1% physical damage reduction per stack of the 10 stacks, which is really cool. So 10% phys damage reduction was pretty nice. However, it blocks 360. It just blocks just anything. Without your shield raised. It's pretty cool. You have to get a lot of block though. But another thing we're doing is War Caller's Bellow, where corpses in your presence, they explode when you Warcry, dealing 25% of their life as physical damage, and then you can also have Warcries have no cooldown. So normally you can have no cooldown on Seismic Cry anyway, but you also have no cooldown on Infernal Cry. which can lead to some pretty big damage. It's pretty sweet. Pow! So we have a lot of increased Warcry speed, as you can tell as well. So what we do with that is, gameplay-wise, we're basically jumping around, priming enemies for stun with Leap and with Seismic Cry, and then we're bone shattering them, exploding them, and then we explode all remaining corpses to blow everything else up too. Now we also have, when we go over our skills, a bleed that we apply called Corrupting Blood from Seismic Cry. So enemies are getting dotted down, and if they're foolish enough to die in my presence, then we explode them. So we also get to just Leap, Infernal Cry, Bone Shatter, which does like giga AoE, right? Because Bone Shatter explodes everything, and then if they have Infernal Cry, their bodies are destabilized, so they kind of explode, and then we blow up their exploded corpse. It's kind of metal, but it's pretty fun. What we've got going for the rest of our skills and how we kind of go about this is we are going over the top for strength. I have this little teeny extra bit of increased fire damage. Damage penetrates fire resistance, even more fire damage, and then fire damage penetrates fire resistance, and then ignite magnitude, because most of my single target is perfect strike. Bow. 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 Just kind of powering up between each one of them, right? So you get a lot of big pumps on bosses with that, which is cool. Then we're coming down, going through here. I guess first things first, we can talk about this. I actually am grabbing this armor and this life regen to get this block. If you didn't want to, I mean, like, you don't really need this, or you didn't want to get this, you don't have to, but that's what I did. A little bit of life regen, a little bit of strength, which is nice. You get both strength thingies, because your Corrupting Cry scales off your strength, by the way. Corrupting Cry only scales off a few different things, and strength is one of them. So we're going block chance, more block chance, just because it's kind of easy to access. Then we go over here. The leveling tree is a little bit different. Lily just grabbed onto my thing. So my treadmill is a walking pad, if you're curious. You can come over to Twitch, type !treadmill if you want to check it out. Then we go over here for the one-handed damage. So we still, at this point, I still want to be doing damage with hits, because that's one of the ways that we kind of start the party in terms of the explosions of the corpses. And without hit damage, then it just kind of feels weird. Eventually, you can just run around and just kill stuff with your shout, but I'm not sure I want to go that route, and I'm currently just not there. So we're still doing hit damage, getting some damage with one-handed, and getting some attack speed and dexterity, which is nice, because I'm not currently using Resolute Technique, so I do want to actually be able to hit enemies. Resolute Technique would be fine, we're just not doing it right now. And I'll show you why. So then we go over here for Warcry cooldown recovery. Doesn't do anything, but making it do more damage is nice, and then making them have more AoE and have increased empowered attack damage is sick. Then I come down here for all the strength wheel, including beef, and I'll even pop over here for a little bit of armor and 15% strength there, which is sweet. A little bit of extra dam there for just, but also strength is life, right? So strength is life and damage for us for two reasons. Corrupting Cry, and we take the node down there that I'll get to in a second. So go over here. I am having to get a little bit of dex because my boots require some dex, so don't worry about that too much. Strength would be ideal, but dex is fine too. So we're taking the reduced attack speed, more damage nodes. They're just a little bit too good to pass up. It is kind of weird that we have to get the reduced attack speed, but it is what it is, and it's fine for now. Come over here, get all the Warcry stuff for sure. Empowered attacks deal more damage with Warcries, which does actually scale the corrupted blood effect, which is cool. Then more damage with Warcries themselves, more AoE is great. We take the extra damage here. I'm not taking the Warcries Empower additional attack because they have no cooldown. So, don't need that right now. Another thing I want to mention before I forget, I wanted to play a Warbringer. I had an idea of doing like fire and armor break, and then block, but when I was putting in the talents, it just looked like it was going to be stretched too thin. It was going to be hard to do AoE and single target, so we decided to do the Warcry thing. And I want to give a shout out to Carnarius, who is somebody who has given some like inspiration to how to make the Warcry thing work. So shout outs to him. We're not doing the exact same thing as him, but he was definitely a big help for like figuring out like, okay, what kind of Warcry stuff do I need for a Warcry Warbringer? So shout outs to him. We're going for some socket stuff. My sockets aren't great. Again, we're hardcore solo self-found, so we're kind of just making do with what we got here. But we have some cool stuff, and I'll show you what we got. This is armor, damage with maces, knockback distance, which does affect my seismic cry, which is funny, and rage when I get hit. Then we have this node, which is a bunch of strength, reduced mana, we don't care, we don't use mana, and it's giving me strength, or increased damage per strength. So what are we getting? We're getting like 20% increased damage off of this, something like that. It ain't much. Maybe just a little bit more than that. 21% increased damage if my math checks out on that. You know, it's something, and it'll keep going up. And just increased damage does, this is one of those things that affects the Warcry bleed damage, which is cool. I am coming down here for the max resistance stuff. I'm a big fan of max res. And this helps me get 79 across the board with 82 fire, which is cool. Then we come down here for a little bit more Warcry stuff. Again, Warcry recovery rate doesn't matter, but we do have the Warcry speed like crazy, and we get a 2% of life and mana when using Warcry. Again, we don't have any mana, but 2% life is cool. That way we're not just like destroying ourselves by casting Warcries. And eventually, when I have more life, my Warcries will probably actually heal me. But we just need more life so that the 2% of my life is more than the cost of the skill. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Now we can go up a little bit. So we go up here for strength, stun threshold, max life, which is always nice. Another jewel socket, which is giving me extra fire resistance corrupted on there. But stun build up, don't worry about the totem damage. Global Fizz. Global Fizz is one of the things that affects the Warcry bleed, and then 20% increased Warcry speed, which is pretty sweet. For my mapping build, we'll take some AoE for attacks, which is mostly just for Bone Shatter and Leap. Stun build up, damage, and then more AoE if we stun an enemy recently. But increased area of effect if you've stunned an enemy recently is not area effect for attacks. It's just AoE, so I think this does scale my Warcry AoE, which is cool. Then we go over here for extra lightning resistance, all resistance, and cold resistance up to here, which is just giving me just generic damage, generic attack damage right here. And then this is like 100% increased attack damage, which is sick. We go for blood magic, so I don't have to worry about mana. Another jewel socket, which gives me some dexterity corrupted on there, which is cool. Fire damage, which is good for perfect strike. Warcry speed is great. Don't do any bleed right now, but getting 2 rage when hit is also fine for rage generation. Then we go up here for physical damage, so this does scale my Warcry bleed. The corrupted blood thing, corrupted blood, it does scale it and gives me some attack speed, which is pretty sweet. Very nice. Then we go up here for some more Warcry stuff. Warcry speed, AoE, beautiful, beautiful node. This is really funny right here. Warcry speed into this. Increased cooldown recovery rate, doesn't do anything, but it does give us 8% increased damage for each time you've Warcried recently. Recently being 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot. That's a lot of increased damage if it doesn't have a, have like a DR point, right? So if you can look at the actual like thing, it does increase the damage by quite a bit, right? So let's see what it goes down to. All right, so it goes from 6.9 on perfect strike, just tooltip, to like 8.9. So and that's significant, right? Takes your perfect strike actual attack. Let's see what it does. I mean, Hammer of the Gods might be an easier thing, right? Because you can just look at the number. 56k, but perfect strikes actually does more for me anyway. Yeah, it's a nice little damage increase, and it's pretty funny that's how it works. So for the rest of the build that I want to do, I think what I'm going to do with the rest of my talent points is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So those points right there would take me to 94, which is pretty high, especially solo self-found hardcore. But what it would do is it would allow me to get 6%, 18%, 30%, 55% increased physical damage, which is scaling the bleed. The armor break is kind of whatever, but 55% increased physical damage is a lot of damage for my my Warcry. And then I would do more block with increased damage for 1% chance to block, and then I would anoint probably this, unless I wanted to put more points in. Like if I wanted to not do this, and I wanted to put more points in block, I could just like spec for this, and then anoint like this if we ever got anything, if we ever got enough for that, which this is probably ridiculous. Disgust, fear, isolation. So isolation would probably be pretty hard to get, but fear it's not that hard to get. But that would be kind of crazy. What's this one? 2 fears and an envy? Yeah, that might even be easier than isolation, but this takes a lot more pathing. Regardless, I'd probably take just damage per chance to block, and it would give me like 60% chance to block eventually, and I'd have like 60% increased damage, which would be pretty cool. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking for the rest of the build. So now we just got to level up and go from there, but I can show you guys what I'm doing with my skills. So one thing I want to mention about this setup is that, 1, I don't really use my Mace Strike that much. 2, Earth Shatter is a bit of a no-brainer when it comes to this setup, this build. But for whatever reason, I've still enjoyed jumping in and Bone Shattering or building up a primed for stun effect just with the shouts and then Bone Shattering them to explode everything. But once you do enough damage, you can just Earth Shatter to kill one mob and then just go pow, 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 and just blow up the whole screen. I still like Bone Shatter. I may eventually try Earth Shatter, but that's what I'm doing for right now. Anyway, Mace Strike is just kind of a placeholder. I don't really use it. Bone Shatter, one of the things that's nice is that this is very, like, realistic, because all my skills are just, like, 3 slots, right? Impact Shockwave, it creates the big AoE around it. It breaks armor, which is cool, because eventually when I get one more thing, we can do Armor Break, Armor Explosion, but right now I'm just using this to give me Scavenge Plating very reliably, because we do Bone Shatter things frequently, and then I just give it more AoE, just to hit in a bigger AoE. Hammer of the Gods, I have it with Ancestrally Boosted, I have it more max physical damage, and I have it hitting for a little bit less attack speed, but more damage. Hammer of the Gods, I don't really use it that often, I don't really rely on its damage that hard, but I do like to snipe rares with it, and I'll drop it on a boss sometimes too. I could do more with Hammer of the Gods, but it's just, like, I could even use Earth Shatter here, or even, yeah, like, Earth Shatter here would be fine instead of Hammer of the Gods, but I like having Hammer of the Gods available, just to, again, snipe rares from a distance. Leap Slam, I have Leap Slam maiming enemies. I don't really need the damage on Leap Slam that much, but having them be slowed when I jump on them is kind of nice. We also have it with more attack speed and giving me Consecrated Ground. If I didn't want to use Maim, I could use Despoiler, and I could have the Consecrated Ground effect last longer, which would be fine. I do that on my Titan, but this is fine for now. I kind of like the Maim. Maim just slows them. Slower movement speed and 15% reduced evasion rating. Kind of nice. Because I don't have 100% accuracy, I have 99, so if they have any evasion, it kind of strips that off a little bit. Perfect Strike is our main single target heavy hitter. Bow! Use this while leveling, loved it, keep using it now. This has a shorter timing window for more damage. More damage for less AoE, but doesn't really matter because it's pretty small AoE anyway. Just bapping them. We're using this to deal just more fire damage. It deals like pretty much all fire damage when you Perfect Strike it. So it does, the Perfect Strike is 80% of physical damage converted to fire damage, so just big damn. Always ignites, so the fire damage there is nice too, a bigger ignite. And then it also will consume 10 rage if possible, and we're pretty much always gonna have 10 rage against the boss, because we'll Infernal Cry with the rage generator. So we'll always have rage, so we can always consume rage for 35% more damage on bosses. If I didn't want to do that, what we could do is we could just put like Primal Weapon on there. Let me see, where's Primal Weapon? Did I put it back in my stash? I want to keep it around. Primal Weapon is also fine, it's just like 25% more damage. Instead of 35, but it doesn't cost rage. Could go either way with it, right? But usually you'll have some rage, and you're usually using this anyway. Whether you're fighting a rare or a boss, just pop it on and just pow. So that's Perfect Strike. Seismic Cry, that's this one. This is like kind of one of your main damage abilities, actually. It's pretty funny how it works. So the reason why is because we have Corrupted Blood on there. It does reduce the AoE, but it's still fine AoE. And it deals 25% of your strength as physical damage per second. So again, all that strength and physical damage nodes that we're taking is going to scale this. It lasts for 5 seconds, and it supports Warcries, so we're popping off with that one. We have it with Brutality. It deals more physical damage, doesn't deal any other kind of damage, which it already doesn't do anyway, so it just buffs the physical damage that it deals. This will make it deal 35% more non-ailment damage over time. Corrupted Blood is not an ailment. So it just deals 35% more damage over time, but makes it last not quite as long, which is fine, just makes it bleed out faster. And I actually have Overpower on this. Another fun one to use would be the one that makes it cost less, so it can heal you, almost. Putting more AoE on this would be fine. Putting more, like, damage on this. Somehow, I don't know if you can put any more damage on it, but I actually really like using it as a stun build-up tool. Because then you can just like shout at them until they're bone shatterable and you whack them. It's pretty fun actually. And that's why I have this one set up. Infernal Cry, we have this doing more damage when you empower it. We have it giving me rage when I use it, and we have it actually consuming rage to deal 30% more damage to the next attack, right? So using this, whacking them. Whacking them. And against the boss, it's interesting because you're gonna get 4 rage per 5 power. Bosses have 20 power, right? So when you Warcry at them, it's gonna give you like 20 rage, or is it 16 rage? Yeah, 16 rage. So it will, I think this is one of the weird things, is I almost want to take this out or not use this. because you're not even really getting enough rage to use both of them, but I think it's okay. It kind of makes sense, right? But you also could just take this out, and I think I've been considering it, taking this out and just stacking up a ton of rage, and I think that's gonna maybe even hit harder, right? But if you can use it twice, it's weird. It's because it's like it feels like you should be able to build up a ton of rage, but every time you shout, like, is that how it works? It's gonna give you, yeah. So against the boss, you can use it multiple times. Against a rare, you're not gonna be able to. But against the boss, you'll be able to get enough rage to both support the enraged Warcry and the perfect strike. Against a rare, not really, unless there's a bunch of enemies around. Anyway, you're using this to generate rage, but also consume rage to have like a really nasty perfect strike on a boss, right? So right now, my chess piece has Spirit on it, so I'm able to use Overwhelming Presence. I wouldn't necessarily always use this, so don't get too hung up on this one, but it is kind of nice to have the reduced stun threshold on enemies. Makes it easier for you to build up your shout, bone shatter combo, right? But what I would use all the time is Scavenged Plating. At least for my build right now, using bone shatter, I'm using Scavenged Plating. It is a really fun build, yeah. With extra duration on it, I'm also, no matter what auras I use, I would always want to use these things for the moment. Using Cannibalism to give me life recovered on kill, mandatory. Herbalism is chill. Doesn't cost very much, but it makes your flask do more healing, which is great. Sometimes you don't always need healing, but when you're flasking, you do definitely want it. Time of Need, I have that with less duration, so it goes off more frequently. Right now, I'm using Precision. You don't need Precision if you're playing Resolute Technique. And right now, I'm using Vitality. You don't need Vitality unless you have the Spirit to maintain it. If you're using mana, which I did for most of the campaign, I was using Clarity, but I don't use mana now, so I don't need that, right? But this setup right now is kind of like the Overwhelming Presence would come off and Vitality would come off if I didn't have this chest that gave me 50 Spirit, right? With that, this is what I would do without it. You can't put Vitality on, I don't think, with this anyway. Like, I'm using Precision, but if I didn't have Precision, we would still not have enough to use Vitality. But because we do have enough, then we are, which is pretty fun. So we're rocking that for now, and that's cool. Sometimes in mapping you could use Herald of Ash. I would like to use Berserk, but I don't really maintain enough rage for that right now, and you probably would want to take out Enraged Warcry if you were going to do that for mapping, but Berserk also drains my HP, which makes me a little scared in maps. I don't like them draining my HP. And then in terms of my gear, we are looking for, as usual, resists, life, and strength on every single piece. Rarity's cool, other stats are cool, accuracy is not what I need eventually, but I'll use it for now if I have it. That's all my armor basically. Weapons, you want increased percent fizz. Again, it has accuracy on it, but I think it has the accuracy percent fizz hybrid roll, which is pretty cool. So this is a big weapon. It has fire damage instead of fizz damage, but it also has melee skills and strength. So on a weapon, you want like big percent fizz, big added fizz, percent fizz accuracy hybrid roll. Then for your suffixes, you want like all skills. I would say strength for this build and attack speed would be sick. And this has quite a few of those things, so it's pretty darn good. Rings, I want life and resists. This gives me fire because it's a fire ring with added lightning resist on there and life, which is cool. Life leech is fine. Intelligence is fine. I don't really use much intelligence besides my gems, but I have way more intelligence than I need. Probably rather have dex for the boots, I guess. The chest piece, you want big life, big resists. This is a spirit, life, armor, triple res chest. So we are wearing this. This is pretty dang cool. I even have it socketed up with life right now just because I don't need the resists right now. That's just the best thing I can get. My amulet, you want life, probably resists, melee skills is cool. Strength would be great here too. This amulet, I've been wearing this for a very long time, and it's very okay just because of the melee skills, but it's just okay. If we wanted to find something that gave me a whole bunch more life, maybe it's honestly even worth gambling amulets at this point. A lot more life would be sick. We don't even use mana. Armor is kind of a low roll anyway. It's whatever. It's just we've just been using this forever, and we should probably get a new one. But that's what I got right now. My shield, I want like resists and life, and armor is fine, and strength, the same thing, right? Any piece that's not a weapon, I basically want the same thing. Resist, life, strength. Armor is fine too. We don't actually need block on the shield as a Warbringer, which is neat. But eventually, if we're not using the second Ascendancy, it can have block on it, then we can move the Ascendancy point to something else, like just 10% more Fizz damage DR would be fine. Boots, you want a movement speed for sure, and after that you want resists, life, strength. This has a teeny bit of life. It does have chaos resist, which is cool, but it mostly has movement speed, which is insane. We want 35 though, that's fine. This belt is big life flask recovery, which is fine, but you want, again, life resists. Everything else is kind of whatever. Strength, well, life resists strength, I should say. You want that. And maybe even resist life strength if we're, or like doing, you know, order of importance there. This is pretty cool. These gloves, they have attack speed, which is sick. You can get life, attack speed, resist, and you can even have added fizz damage to it, which is pretty nice. So these are kind of an offensive style glove, but they do have 34 resist, so not too bad. Definitely could have more life strength, would be nice. But the fact that it has attack speed is sick. I'm using a chaos resist flask right now, or chaos resist charm, because my chaos resist is just not capped. Then I'm using a flask that just gives me a whole bunch more life recovered. It removes 15% of life recovered from mana when used, and I'm worried that it could either be free, where it's just giving me a bunch of life recovery for free because I don't have mana, or it could be draining my life to heal my life, which is kind of odd. But you know, that's what we got cooking right now. We have like 15 minutes. I can probably hop in a map to show you guys what we're doing. Let's see if we can find one that's not going to take a year and a half, and one that's not going to kill me, I hope. But that's what we're cooking with right now, boys. Maybe even a map that has a boss in it. Oh, Crypt should be a pretty quick run, right? Yeah. Let's do that. They have a chance to poison me, but it's okay. This way we can at least show you guys what the gameplay looks like. But keep in mind, there's tons more gameplay in the live tab on YouTube and in the VODs of Twitch and everything like that, so we're chilling. So, get in the map, maybe do a little bit of Warcry action, just to get yourself warmed up. You see some enemies, you can just Warcry them into submission, into stun threshold breakthrough, or you can leap on top. I said heroic leap. Boom! And then once you kill them, once anything in your presence is foolish enough to die, you just detonate them. So you'll see that they can bleed out and die, or you can bone shatter them to slay them as well. Get some of this going. What's nice is to be able to like leap into them, Infernal Cry, and then bone shatter, but it's not really going that smooth right now. So we also have the option of taking fights a little more slowly. As we're increasing our map tier, I'm definitely thinking about like taking fights a little bit more cautiously and just like, you know, using my war cries to juice them up. But in this situation right there, that's nice. That's a real nice combo, right? You leap in, Infernal Cry, Bone Shatter. I mean, everything's going off really slowly because this guy's temporal bubble, but still. Leap in, Infernal, Bone Shatter, Seismic, and everything like super blows up, right? Super nice. Hi, Sam. Hi, buddy. So it's good for AoE, and then you have Perfect Strike to do the single target stuff. Almost done, buddy. Almost done. No, don't gank me, boy. Don't gank me, Sammy boy. Hold on now, big boy. Yeah, we'll come through and do all this other content in a second. We gotta kill this stuff. Why you ganking me, man? These cats get so much love, and it's almost time for me to be done streaming. So he's telling me about it. He's like, hey, dude, you're on the clock. It's almost Pet Samson time. Almost. What, boy? What, boy? What, boy? All right, go get in your bed for a minute. Let me finish this up. He says, no, I'm gonna come gank you. Come on, man. Get out of here. He's gonna come right back up. Go upstairs with the Jenny and Archer are on the clock, bud. Come on, man. Give me some room. Back it up. Gotta muscle you out of here. Gotta war cry at you, back you up. Alright, he's chill for now. This has Delirious. It does not. Not this one, I don't think. This one has Expedition. But once you get enough damage, you can just kind of like shout people into submission. Just bleed them, and then once they're done bleeding, you explode them, right? You gotta find some way to get the party started. But we can go fight the boss. Boss fights are pretty straightforward too. As long as you don't have like a cat on your keyboard, that can make things a little bit more interesting. But yeah, if things are foolish enough to die, then they can get owned. So against the boss, we'll just pop on my other set just for a teeny tiny bit more AoE. We have not optimized my AoE versus other things set up yet. Let me just move Samson again. He's trying to nub on my keyboard. All right. So against bosses,
What madness is this?
what we can do is juice them up with some bleeds right off the bat. Juice them up, 10 stack. We can get a couple war cries out. Start bonk on this fool. Just bap him. Just hit him in the chest with some perfect strikes. Just smack him. Some steel toe boots. What are you? Oh. Hang on to this. And then we just pop back into our boss build and go from there. The bleed stack so fast. Yeah, I feel like do bosses maybe get corrupted blood stacks on them faster than mobs? Because I don't know if we did 10 war cries on that guy in the time it took, but didn't really feel like it. Maybe they stack up faster on big guys. Anyway. They get bled up, so like you're still doing damage to bosses even when you're like dodging mechanics, which is kind of nice. But then whenever you can wind up one of them big nasty perfect strikes, pop them. And some people have asked if I'm going to go Giant's Blood on this build, and it's a situation where, I mean, if I ever get enough strength, maybe I will. But one of the things that's nice about one-handers is you have a lot of just attack speed, which is pretty sweet. And eventually a lot of my clear is probably just gonna come from blasting the corpse explosions, right? I'm not sure. Sammy boy. The Lament of the Sam. How many do we have? They're immune to fire. Hold on a second. I want to get some of this stuff. We have to do this in a particular kind of way. Well, since they're always crits, is kind of not so sure about that one. I know that we're doing a little build update gameplay, but I want to. Dude, this is troll. Okay, whatever. Probably should have gone this way, huh? That doesn't really matter. This crypt is just weird for every single mechanic. Let's blow them up. But one-handers are kind of cool. I only mind using one-handers. But yeah, you could get mobs to like start doing the like corpse explosion chains with other things than bone shatter. But I mean, you see that? Like that's kind of nice, isn't it? I used bone shatter on this guy for a long time, and I like that it gives me the armor break, like guaranteed. Isn't that kind of nice though? Isn't that kind of sweet? Let me just go hit this town real quick. I'll just dump all this stuff off and I'll sort it out later, so we can keep on doing our little showcase here, our build showcase. But this again, this is in hardcore solo self-bound. So this is like super something that you guys can do and still be effective at least up to this point. But we have like found all of my own gear and have not died. So, oh, what the heck? We could have come outside for all that. I didn't. Okay, good to know for next time. Found all of my own gear and have not perished yet, and this is still like what it's capable of, which I think is pretty cool. I do want to do the rituals. Where are them rituals at? We saw them when we were running through. Ritual can be kind of spooky, but I think we're okay. We'll be all right. But it does do a lot of cool stuff. It gives you good offense and defense in the form of being able to have a shield with good block, like regardless. Actually, I probably should have done the thingy first. I wonder if it would have become tribute. And the good offense and defense of like just being able to keep enemies at bay with your shouts, right? You kind of keep a melee off of you. And then again, if anything ever dies, you just blow it up. So it's good clear. I still like Bone Shatter though. I think it's just I like the gameplay of Bone Shatter. And you can scale the explosions. I think those get scaled off of like your just increased damage in general stuff too. You guys part of this thing? So it would appear. Let's go to the rest of them. But as our damage like scales, I think the pops are gonna get nastier too. Pretty cool. I'll grab this. JK, I will not. So, pools of blood. If we wanted to, we could just shout at these guys, and eventually they would bleed to death and start exploding, right? But the Bone Shatter kind of expedites that process. But yeah, I don't want to leap in the corner. So what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna yell at them till they perish, explode, killing all their friends. That's how it is. I'll just sit over here. Wait patiently for my time. Alright, where's our other one? Here it is. Ugh. But the build has been fun like the whole time. We kind of leveled it as like a standard kind of like just leap Bone Shatter guy. And we have continued to be pretty much a standard leap Bone Shatter guy. Except now we have all these war cries that kind of give me various offensive and defensive benefits and kind of go into a fun and a bit of a goofy playstyle. I wasn't sure that I wanted to do pure Warcry guy when we set out to make this character, and we still aren't really like a pure Warcry guy, but we're definitely leaning into them more and more as time goes on. It's kind of funny though. I don't really mind the playstyle. I actually really enjoy it. It's pretty fun so far. It feels very active, right? Oh, that's insane. Oh my god. We just found an Omen of Resurgence in hardcore. 2 Omens of Resurgence in hardcore? Oh my gosh. We're popping all the way off. Oh my gosh. 2 Omens of Resurgence hardcore. That's sick. Well, let's put this one here. So we don't need that. And then we'll dump all the rest of this and we'll take a look at the rest of that bad boy. Insane, dude. Ritual hooking it up, man. So if you guys don't know what those are, it recovers all of your life when you get low. It's a cheat death, basically. That recovers your HP. And that, as you might imagine, those are pretty useful for old HC. We don't really have enough to re-roll, but we will. Anyway. Probably give me a lot of the same stuff. Block, life, fizz. Alright. Do we have anything that we want to defer? I don't think so. Alright. Pretty juicy stuff, but that's the build as it stands right now. Pretty darn cool. Definitely a lot of fun, and something that you guys can probably cook up in Trade League for sure. But even solo self-found, it's kind of popping off. But speaking of popping off, we got to peace out because it's time for me to go chill with the fam. But wowie, zowie. Getting 2 Omens of Resurgence in hardcore is so sick, actually. That's juicy stuff. But yeah, the plan for the rest of this guy's talents is probably just to go down here, grab more strength, and go here for the fizz damage. But I might actually grab the block first, just for offense-defense combo. And what I'm actually thinking is instead of using all these nodes to travel, I might just like put the next 4 points somewhere else useful, like in block. Something kind of cool like that, just so I can maybe even damage an AoE. Just so I can have something that's more immediately impactful than 5 strength. And then once we get enough nodes to make the whole travel and get points, then I will switch it over. But that's kind of what I want to do for the rest of the points that I have ultimately. But we'll see how it goes. I like the fact that we've built up our resistances and stuff. I do kind of wish I could get Titanic as well, but whatever. All in all, the build's fun. It's popping off. We're level 80, having a blast. We'll post this video for you guys, and then we'll see you on stream. All right, that'll be the plan. Thanks for watching today, and we'll see y'all in a little bit after we chill with the fam. Thanks for watching, dudes. Peace.